What is up guys, John here, and today is finally the time where I answer all of your questions from the Q&A video. But before I start, I just want to mention that I'm actually a year older today. Way to shamelessly plug in your birthday, John! But obviously that's not what you're here for, so I'm gonna start right now with the first question, and that is from Rev Sky, and he's asking what is my favorite band. Now that is a very tricky question because I love a ton of bands, but if I had to say just one band, it would definitely be Periphery. I can't wait to hear their new stuff. I've heard that they recently just left Sumerian Records, so it's really going to be interesting where they're going to take their music next, and also I will show you a little thing that I have here in my room. I've actually managed to meet the whole band, even though it was a little bit weird for Nolly to sign this poster because he's not on the actual photo. But yeah, I will roll some photos now from the concert, and the guys were just super ultra cool. And they basically thanked me for going to the show, and it was just so great to meet the whole band, and it was definitely one of the best days of my life. And if I had to pick 3 favorite songs from Periphery, it would definitely be Stranger Things, Omega, and Jetpacks Was Yes. And so the next question is from N. Wachov or Wakov. I'm not entirely sure right now, I'm extremely sorry if I butchered your name. I didn't mean to, but you asked, what made you decide to do a reaction channel? Now, I've been doing YouTube videos for quite a while, even before this channel, but I never got as many subscribers as here because I got like 43 subscribers on my drumming channel. I did drum covers, and then I tried to cover some stuff about metal, so that kind of gave me like a 3 or 4 more subscribers, but you know, the videos never really went beyond like 100 views and stuff like that. But some of my drum covers actually gained like a few thousand views, and that was for me like something absolutely amazing, and it still is today. But it never really went anywhere, so I kinda stopped for a while, and then I tried to make this gaming channel because I'm a really big gamer and I really love playing games and just commentating, but I was just getting back into speaking English by the time when I started the channel. So my first videos where I recorded myself playing the game Life is Strange were just like, yeah, welcome guys, today we'll be yeah, something like that. So it never again really went anywhere. I tried to like promote it and stuff, but it never worked, so I kinda stopped after a while. And after a few months actually, or maybe just 2 months, I'm not entirely sure, I was just scouring YouTube as usual because I watch YouTube basically every single day, and I saw this channel. The channel name was Truant Reacts, and then I found another channel like that, Galactic Criminal. These two channels are the main reason I am sitting here today, and I am so thankful that these guys have led me to this path of doing reaction videos or just talking about metal music, because I absolutely love that, and I thank you all who subbed or interacted with my channel in any way. I can never really express how much I appreciate it because it's just amazing to be here, and I'm so thankful for that. But the actual main reason why I started this channel is because I wanted to talk about music the way I like to talk about it. If you saw my videos, you know what I mean. But right around here where I live, nobody gives a damn about the music that I listen to. So I just need some kind of outlet to let out my thoughts, and YouTube is just the perfect space for that. Another question is from K. Matt Henrik. And my question is, what do you think of people who do not listen to music in other languages just because they do not understand the lyrics? Do you care more about the lyrics or the music itself, or it's 50-50? Now this is a very good question actually, and I'm going to start with Rammstein. If you know Rammstein, they are a German band, and I might know a little bit of German. But other than that, I have no idea what these guys are singing about in their songs. Like obviously some song like Pussy, you know what's going around, but like Du hast and or Firefly, I mean that means like fire free or something like that. I kinda get the idea, but it's just about the delivery. You don't even have to understand what Till Lindemann has to say in the lyrics, even though it's sometimes it's very interesting, sometimes it's like perverse and stuff, but I don't really mind it. I think it's actually great, it fits them really well, and I really just enjoy the music and the singing, the vocals for what it is, and it's just very unique. It has unique vibe, unique power, and in this case I do not even need to know the lyrics because I can enjoy the music even without them. But when it comes to bands like, I don't know, let's say Hodelbooks that I reacted to on this channel, or tons of other bands, I don't know, Breaking Benjamin, they have lyrics that you can just really relate to easily, like instantly, you know, like yeah, this guy had some struggles, I can really relate to that. And then there are bands like Scar Symmetry, and they have like sci-fi stuff, stories, and that is just great for your imagination. It's just like listening to an audiobook, like a story that's going on. It's just amazing. Like, I don't blame people when they don't like music or vocals that they cannot understand, lyrics that they cannot understand, but I cannot tolerate when people say that that or that band is crap just because they do not sing English. I do not tolerate that at all. But for me, I first have to like the music and especially the vocals, and then I start to care about the lyrics. If I like the music but not the vocals, then I'm like, alright, so I might just go to another band and maybe get back to this later. And just a final note to this question: if you know any bands that do not sing in English and you think that I should react to, leave them down below in the comments and I will try to check them out as soon as I can. So another question is from Neko Jim, and he asks, if you had to pick a band you have to react to for 30 videos in a row, which band would it be? Now that is a very interesting question, but right now the first name that comes to my mind is Dream Theater, because that's a band that I know about. I've heard a song or two here and there, but I know a lot of people are talking about how awesome their stuff is. It's just one of those bands that I always wanted to listen to more, but I never really gave it a chance for whatever reason. So yeah, we will see what the future will bring, but I got a feeling there's a Dream Theater reaction coming up very soon. Another question is from Gerald, and he's asking if I have my own music or if I have ever been in a band or something like that. And the answer is actually yes, I've been in a band for like a year and a half or 2 years, I would say. The band's name was Still Sting. Yeah, quite a cringy, I agree with you there, but we were playing like a lot of covers, but a lot of our own stuff at the end as well. But it never really evolved beyond like just a glam rock point, so it was like, for me, it was weird. I was playing drums. I've been playing drums since I was 18, so this was my first chance to kind of prove myself and to kind of gain some experience in the world of musicians, and it was definitely an awesome experience. But I felt quite limited in there because, you know, when I started playing a pattern, it was always like, hey, like slow it down, make it just simple, just don't do any crazy stuff. And I was like, I'm not even doing crazy stuff, man, I'm just doing just the basic like beat. Like, I basically never evolved beyond that. But we played like we played Iron Maiden, we played some songs from Bruce Dickinson, 80s, glam rock, Kiss, Europe, stuff like that. It was definitely enjoyable, but at the end I felt kinda burnt out on these songs because it just wasn't a challenge for me, so there is that. But I also play a little bit of guitar, and I'm actually planning to pick it up again because I've been neglecting my guitars for way too long. Yeah, there is that. And once I'll get back into that, maybe I'll upload some covers. We will see about that. I also love singing, by the way. I mean, there's a video on my channel called John G tries to sing some Killswitch Engage choruses. My singing is not really where I want it to be right now because I'm also a smoker, so that doesn't help at all with my singing and my voice, but I'm just trying to push it further and further, but I don't really have the space required to practice like as much as I want to, so yeah, there is that. Another question is from ColdDev969 and he asks, what is my favorite reaction so far? Oh, that's another very hard question, but if I had to name one, I can't name one, like really, like there was not a single video that I did not enjoy making. Like some songs I liked less, some songs I liked way more than the others. But if I had, I have to name at least 3 guys. Like there's no way I can name just one, and I have to pick Archspire Involuntary Doppelganger because that just blew me away completely with its insane instruments, insane speedy vocals. That was just a mind-blowing experience for me. And then I have to pick Infant Annihilator because that was just as mind-blowing as Archspire, but like maybe even more grotesque. And with the video from one of their songs, I can't really recall the name right now, but you guys maybe know what I'm talking about. It was that really gross video with penises and everything like that. And the third one, I would say Dir en Grey, because these guys just showed me that there's a whole another musical dimension that I had no idea about, and it's absolutely amazing and a pleasure to listen to. Harris asks, list down 3 bands that you would love to see live, and that would be Breaking Benjamin, Fear Factory and Dark Tranquillity. Chris Metal asks, what job do you have? I actually work in a bank as a security guard. It's not the worst job in the world, but it's also not the best job in the world. I work for 13 hours a day, not all week, thankfully. That would probably kill me, but the pay isn't the best, but I can manage for now. It's not a job that is like my dream to do, obviously, but yeah, I have to make that money somewhere. Another question is from Zerak Asfael. Wait, I know. Shockrun Revival of Darkness, that is going to happen, man. Just be a little more patient and I will do it, I promise. I said no promises, but I promise you this one, at least this one more request for you, I will do as soon as I can. But your question is, what are some foods that you love? And I gotta say that I love pasta, Italian cuisine especially. Like I love, you know, all the classics like pizza, I love spaghetti, but I can't say no to a really good burger or kebab. I have a really weak spot for these. And the one final question is from Jabrane Amami. And the first question is, do you play video games? And if yes, what's your favorite game? Now man, I've been a gamer ever since I was born, I would say, because when I was young, really super young, I just somehow connected a really old, I don't know what it was just maybe this Atari kind of stuff. I just plugged it into TV somehow and it worked amazingly. And right then it started way back then, and ever since that day I've been playing games like a lot. I've played a lot of World of Warcraft, League of Legends, World of Tanks, Rust, CS 1.6, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and tons of other games, PUBG as well. But I don't really have the time right now, so I'm not gaming as much. But when I really get into it, man, I can spend hours and hours in a single game. Love it. And the very final question from Jabrane Amami is, do you own a CD collection? I actually think I still have some CDs like down in the basement, but those are like really old. I have like Offspring and some local bands in there, but for me it's just today is like it's like dust collectors, because I don't really know where I would put them. I mean, I could probably manage somehow, but I just prefer, you know, the digital stuff, Spotify, Google Music and stuff like that, but occasionally I still buy a CD just to support the band or the artist. And right now I actually bought this CD. It's Coheed, an American artist. He actually recorded some songs. It's really mellow stuff. I don't know if you metalheads, at least I think a lot of you guys right here are metalheads, if you would really like that. But if you like calmer music, you know, just guitar and chill stuff, I think Coheed, check him out on YouTube. Definitely give him a shot. He's a great guy. He makes great music, has a great voice and great talent. So yeah, sometimes I do want to support the artist, so I buy a CD or I just buy it digitally, or I just go to a live show and buy the merch. I think that's the best possible way to support the band. Alright guys, so that's all the questions that I've had under my Q&A video in the comments. So thank you to everybody who submitted a question, and I will definitely do a video like this in the future. So if you have any more questions right now, shoot them down in the comments below and I will try to answer them all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next regular reaction video. Cheers!